morning been like?
Yeah, it's been pretty insane. It was a matter of just getting up and getting down here and getting it going. And this has all been very, very important for me.
So you've been since a wee lad in Los Angeles, going up and down. You practiced just a few yards from here back in the day. You've been on Hollywood Boulevard. Has it hit you that you are now immortalized forever on the Boulevard of Boulevards with such other Hollywood icons as Jim Ladd and Mark and Brian?
Yeah, well, you know what? It didn't hit me when they, revealed me. And then I just had this flood of memories. Because I was saying to somebody earlier, when I was a little kid, I totally fell for the whole sort of mystique of Hollywood. And the hands in the drama Chinese theater, the handprints and the names on the sidewalk. So that was a huge revelation.
That's what I was going to ask you. The second that came off and you saw the star, everything was just like a flood of emotion.
Yeah, it was like my whole life passed before that. It's one of those things where I just never once it occurred to me that I would have my name in Hollywood. And so some people are like, oh, star in Hollywood, that's very whatever. And I'm a total fan of everything that came out of Hollywood, everything, a lot of stuff. And I was proud to be from here, proud to have gotten my career started here, proud to have, seen some of the crazy stuff that I've seen up here and just have been a part of that, and have been recognized by the city as being, a worthwhile professional member of town.
Very professional member, absolutely. You've got a new album that just came out, new CD download, we're going to call it. It came out in May. It's called, have you heard it? Does that, let me tell you something, that bastard rocks, just like everything else you've done. That is an amazing record. It's called Apocalyptic Love. I believe you're going to hear a little something from it now. Tell me how, because I know you'd worked with Miles before, but you and Miles Kennedy put the whole thing together, didn't you? Songs and music.
Yeah, there was a point there when we were on the road where, because the way that it started was I met Miles on my last record, and he came in and he sang a couple songs, and I never really heard him sing before. I heard amazing things about him, and so he sang two fantastic songs on the record, and I asked him, hey, would you want to do a tour? Because I was putting together a band, and he said, yeah. So we had that together, and I met Brent Fitz and Todd Kearns, and we had what I thought was just a really, at first I thought it was a pickup band, but it turned out to be this really cool, great musicians, great bunch of guys, and we went on the road, and I thought, if I was going to make another record, I would just do it with these guys. And we started working, writing stuff on the road, Miles and I, and then when the tour was over, we just put all this accumulated material together, and started working it up with Brent and Todd, and this was the result.
Where's Miles? Let's bring Miles out now. Ladies and gentlemen, Miles Kennedy. See you, brother. Pull up a chair. Pull up a mic. Pull your camera. So all this guy has done is work with two of the greatest guitarists we've ever heard, a guy named Slash and a guy named Jimmy Page. Back in 2008, you had this little audition thing with John Paul Jones and Jimmy and Jason Bonham. What do the great guitarists have in common?
What do they have in common? I think it's work ethic. I think that's the thing. They love music and they're passionate, and that seems to be the common denominator. That and they're snappy dressers.
Would you like to do a little number?
I would love to.
What would you like to do first? Oh, back from Cali, guys.